What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're breaking down how to edit film photos. So last week, I made the video why you need a film point and shoot and kind of broke down my reasoning behind having a film camera and why I think you need one, whether that's from, documenting memories with friends and family, or being out on set or location working and shooting for a client, and you just kind of want to document the process that you're going through as a creative or as an entrepreneur, or if you just want to capture some candid photos for the client. But nonetheless, when it comes to actually taking or capturing film photos, there is a process of actually being able to edit those film photos that I think is very different from actually editing digital photographies or digital photos, just because, as we mentioned in that last week's video, all the different types of characteristics that come with shooting certain types of film stocks. So today, I'm gonna break down my workflow and hopefully give you all some tips and tricks that you can implement to help you guys develop and cultivate your aesthetic when it comes to shooting and editing film photos. So let's go ahead and jump into Lightroom and break this down. All right, guys, so we're here in Lightroom and we have 3 photos here. We have a photo of Kenya and Lola during Halloween, and then we also have a client photo of a wedding that I shot, just a quick photo of the bride and the bridesmaid. And then we also have here a landscape photo of when me and Kenya went on vacation. So here are 3 very different photos individually. One is landscape, one is a group portrait, and then one is like, a family home photo of Kenya and Lola. So first, let's go ahead and just edit this one of Kenya and Lola. And just for our first tip, just go ahead and just quickly, we want to make very slight adjustments. So again, when it comes to shooting film photography, like we mentioned last week, the film stock that you choose is already going to have a certain characteristic built into it. Again, that's why we like shooting film photography, because these different film stocks offers different unique characteristics that digital film doesn't necessarily offer. Digital film or digital photography doesn't offer. So when it comes to editing my film photos, I like to make very subtle adjustments to just only enhance what the film stock is already doing. So we pull up the info tab. All of this is Portrait 400 again. So as you guys know, that's my favorite film stock. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump straight into this. So just make some real minor adjustments. We'll play around here with the exposure to kind of get, a nice skin tone. So for me personally, when it comes to like editing, I always like to take care of the skin tones first and get them kind of right where I want them to be. And then from there, I kind of edit the rest of the photo if need be. So we'll do that. Play around with the shadows. And mainly right here with the shadows, we're just looking to see how the shadows affect Lola herself, and then also the porch background. So all this detail here in Lola's underbelly and her sides, since she is a dog with black fur. And then our whites, just kind of give it a little more sort of brightness. And then our blacks. So this is just making quick minor adjustments, and we can go ahead and toggle our before and after, and we can kind of see the difference between the two. It's very subtle, but again, subtlety goes a long way. Then we want to come down to our tone curve. Just give it just nice subtle contrast real quick. There we go. And we toggle that on and off. You guys can see the difference that made. So I may want to come back up now again and just boost or lift up the shadows just a little bit, just to see more detail under the hat for Ken's eyes. So yeah, there we go. And then that's pretty much it. Like this here, it looks good for me. We do the before and after again. It's a little more contrasty photo, but now I kind of want to play with the actual colors and tones of the photo itself. So for me, we'll come down to our HSL tab, and I kind of want to focus specifically on the luminance and saturation tab. So when I want to kind of play around with the shade or the color of the blue on the hat here, we'll just bring our luminance and down just a little, come to our hue, play around with the jeans and the hat to get somewhere in between that looks natural. And then we'll play around with the saturation to kind of see what that looks like. Boom. And then we'll come over to our color tab and select our greens. And then here I just want to kind of give it like a nice warmer feel for the actual time it was. So this was taken clearly in the Halloween, Lola's dressed up. So I kind of want to make it more warm or like fall colory. So we'll change this, just mute those, or change the hue on this green to more like yellow and change that just a little. And then maybe even coming up here to our white balance and warm up the photo just ever so softly. And then we'll auto realign that photo. And boom, there you have it. This is the before and there's the after. So again, editing film photos or film photography doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of retouching, doesn't take a lot of manipulating of the colors, because again, the film stock is going to have all the characteristics that you favor and like in a photo. And then from there, when actually having your photo in hand, you just kind of want to emphasize those characteristics or help highlight them a little better. So that's how we did here, just very subtle details to make the photo look better. So and we can do a before and after on the HSL tab just to kind of give us or let us see what we changed. So before, after, and this is all within the HSL color tab. Like that's why I said, like, for me, skin tones are so important. Like if your skin tones are right on the photo, the whole photo is up to me. So yeah, there we have it. Like that's it. Like I like this photo how it is right now. Like I would send this to them, to the client, and be like, you guys, here you go, looks good. But yeah, we'll do another before and after side by side. And yeah, there we go. So then now our third and final photo is here of this landscape shot of this hut at the beach. And first things first, when it comes to editing this photo in particular, or just all photos, having your horizon line straight is key. Well, for me at least. So I just want to come here, do auto, and just straighten up our photo. So boom, it's the first thing we're going to fix. So boom, there you have it. And we'll do a before and after side by side. There's the before, very cool tone, overlooking the beach, and then our after. There we go. So again, when it comes to editing film photos, remember, less is more. You want to always just allow the actual film stock and the characteristics of our film to do all the loud speaking, and then when it comes to actually us editing it, we just want to make slight adjustments to actually just bring up that film stock characteristics and just give it a little more emphasis and punch to give it that natural feel of actually shooting, the said film stock. And then from there, that's it. That's all it takes. So there you have it. That is my process and how I go about editing my film photography. If this video was helpful for you in any type of way, make sure to hit that like button so that this video is able to reach a larger audience and help other fellow creatives become better photographers and editors. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing to the channel with post notifications on so you're notified when these tutorials or other documentaries, shorts, vlogs, BTS videos, or whatever the case may be, goes live here on the channel. But until next time, peace.